Hello, it's another month, our final month of the 2021-2022 school year, and another chance to learn from our mistakes. Well, this is it, at least for me, maybe for a lot of you teachers out there, other educators in the profession. Yesterday was our last day with students. So here I am in the classroom just wrapping things up on our final work day, and it's time to put a closure on this school year. I thought I'd hop on for one last very quick video, mostly to myself. I mean, in the end, this stuff is done, yes, for any viewers, anybody else that's in a similar situation to me, but it's a chance for me to just reflect and mindfully look ahead to the future. This rounds out 5 years now of examining at least one teaching mistake and a mindful approach on how to respond. So I figured with this final installation for this school year, I'd look at the entire process. I know other educators feel the same way that I do. This has been a very difficult and frustrating, challenging year. It's been fulfilling in its own way, but without mincing words, to put it plainly, it has been hard. There has been some outstanding things that happened this school year. My students especially have been invigorating. They've been inspiring. That's why I'm in this profession. It's that face-to-face contact. I realized that last year talking about working through the screen. It just didn't cut it for me. But I do think that coming back off of the quarantine and the pandemic time, I think this was more difficult trying to kind of catch up and make sure that we're all treating each other with kindness, making sure that and ensuring that our teenagers feel respected and they develop some of those life skills like empathy and compassion. And it's been some work, so at the same time as there have been things to celebrate this school year, there's also been some times where I felt like the worst. I felt like a failure as a teacher. And I chronicled that right here on camera. But I also want to make sure that I don't get bogged down in comparison. Here's what I mean. Comparing this year to pre-pandemic work. Comparing next year to what we did this year. Yes, reflecting is very essential. And goal setting and planning for the future, also essential. But in the end, I want to be careful of comparison, whether it's comparing myself to other teachers or comparing myself to past me, all of that included. So that's my mindful tip to finish out the 2021-2022 school year. Be careful of comparison. In some ways, social comparison can bring out the best in us. Also, comparing to our potential, ourselves, that can do the same thing. It can be very motivating. But in other ways, it can be anxiety-inducing, and also it can feel negative. It can feel pessimistic. So I want to make sure that I'm towing the line on all of that. Reflect in order to learn, look ahead in order to plan, but also be mindfully right here and now. So to any other teachers out there, I recommend the same. Look back on this school year and reflect all you want, but be wary of being too negative or too judgmental. We did the best we can with the resources that we had. In mindfulness practice, this is a concept known as impermanence. Essentially, nothing is permanent. Things will change. In quotes and a variety of cultures around the world, we know this to be something like the only constant in life is change. So as we head into summer and we get a reset, a recharge, we do whatever summer work we're going to do, and then start next school year, let's all try and keep that in mind. The world is in a state of flux. It's all impermanent. So that allows us to realize that we're always dealing with new circumstances, new scenarios, brand new people, new interactions, and that's life. So that's my final tip to myself. I encourage any viewers and listeners out there to try it out in your own life. Be careful of too much comparison. Yes, look back and reflect. Look ahead and goal set and plan, but let's also live mindfully in each passing moment. Okay, that's it for this month and this school year. Thanks to everyone who's followed along as I chronicle a teaching mistake and a mindful approach on how to respond. Thanks also to following along our student reflection videos right here on this same YouTube channel. And of course, you can find us on all podcast platforms as Life is the Future. We'll see what next school year brings. If I continue this series or not, I'll make the decision in 2022 to 2023. But no matter what, congratulations to everyone out there, teachers, students, and all faculty and staff on another successful school year. I hope that everyone is happy and healthy out there. And if not, I hope you're taking steps to get there. As always, thanks for tuning in.